Good, thank you. I know we've had a lot of new visitors, so I'll reintroduce myself. My name is Bob Gulak. I'm a member of the steering committee of Bergen Grassroots. I'm very happy to have all three candidates for the Democratic nomination for Englewood mayor here with us tonight. Our goal here is simply to present a good old-fashioned, wide-open, all-American town hall meeting to empower you, the voters, to ask anything that's on your mind.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Scott Radine, and I am running for mayor in the June 2nd primary. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'd like to thank Bergen Grassroots for having me. I do come to the Bergen Grassroots meetings on occasion, and been a member of this group, and believe in many of the ideals and philosophies that they have, which is to try to clean up Bergen County government. And I am presently in my third term as councilman. I've received the highest margin of victory of any elected official in Englewood, and so I've been elected to 3 terms on the council, and now I'm running for mayor. I am from the area. I grew up my entire life I've spent in Englewood and Englewood Cliffs. I'm a proud graduate of Dwight Mayoral High School, and presently I'm the executive director of a nonprofit. We teach people how to read. And I have a wife and a daughter who's 4 years old. I'm very proud of my work in the community and as well on the council. Most of you have heard of the Center for Food Action. I've been a member of that board for over 20 years, and I've served as president of the Center for Food Action. During that time, we had the 4 best years financially that they've had in their history.
Good evening. I'd like to first thank Bergen Grassroots, Paul, gentleman from Fairlawn, of what they do, democracy at its grassroots, and we've spent a lot of time over the past couple of years working together and making that happen, and this is very exciting to really sit in a town meeting. And I thank you, Paul. A little background for me, and I'll keep it within 30 minutes, just kidding. I grew up down in South Jersey, a town called Hamilton, very small town with a main street, and attended Rider College with a BS degree, went to Rutgers Law School, and then received my master's in tax law, tax policy at NYU. I started my career in what was then called Big 8 accounting firms, the 8 largest in the world. I was a partner at Touche Ross in 1988. I resigned as a partner to go into the full-time practice of law, which I have done since then. I have an extensive experience, or I believe I have an extensive experience as a CPA, corporate business structuring from Blue Cross Blue Shield to Prudential to local organizations. For the past 30 years, including when I moved from Hamilton, New Jersey to North Bergen, where my wife was from, I was extensively involved in North Bergen and some of the things that I've done, and I feel that my expertise on what I do, I like to apply to not-for-profit organizations, and now I'd like to take that expertise and bring it to the city of Englewood. Why I'm running for mayor now is simple for me, at least. We are in the worst possible economic conditions our country has seen in 80 years. Fortunately, our president is doing a great job to pull us out of it. However, myself as a finance person, I'm a little nervous. And I think at this point in time, for each and every person, no matter where you live, what house, what ward, what city, what state, or what country, we really have to think hard, and we have to take the assets that we have, and we have to use them in the best fashion. And where there's different assets, we have to join them together and really make 1 + 1 = 2, and 2 + 2 = 4, and then it's a permutation that grows. I want to take that skill set and bring it to the city of Englewood, and one of several different areas in Englewood, but the downtown is particularly important for all of us who live in Englewood, because the downtown is our main street. Where I grew up, it was like Mayberry. We had a small little town, it could have been a TV show, but the main street, people would ride their bicycles, people would come, it would be effectively the community or the community center. Downtown Englewood is one of the best downtowns in the state. With the economic challenge that we have, the store owners, the merchants, the people, those who have to buy, it's a challenge. And we together have to work to make it not just our home, for our community to live in, but for those who come from other parts of Bergen County into our city so they could spend dollars, so they could go to restaurants, so they could keep things happening. And at the same time, that will assist us in really getting an equilibrium and assist us in our revenue base and to really try to manage the city.
All right. I'm Deirdre Paul, and I'm here to convince you why I should be the mayor of Englewood. What do I want to accomplish? I want more opportunities for young people. That's both education and jobs. I think that it's a travesty for young people who are born and raised in Englewood to not be able to get a job there. And also, we see it on a continual basis, to be pushed out of the city because they can't afford to live there. And so, with that, I'd like more opportunities for young people. I'd also like better city services with reduced administrative cost. I'd like increased efficiency and more fiscal responsibility from our local government. And I'd like a progressive kind of leadership that appoints qualified boards primarily interested in serving the public good. Now, why am I the person to do this? I'm the person to do this because I serve as the president of an 800-plus member union. And I am the executive vice president of an 8,000-plus member bargaining agent. What that means, for those of you who are unfamiliar, the bargaining agent negotiates contracts for the union. And so I've had experience in terms of sitting at the negotiations table with the state and coming to grips, settling a contract. And it was a very good contract, by the way. All right. I also have experience as the Democratic Municipal Chair in Englewood since June 2008. Another thing that I've done, I've assumed an editorial position with the Englewood Report, and I've written on various local issues. And while I'm very proud of all of those accomplishments, I'm most proud of being a mom and raising 2 children. Now here is where I learned to multitask. And I learned to do that while meeting a number of challenges and also financial responsibilities. As a single parent, I was forced to raise my children and to do it well, in spite of being on the brink of financial disaster and dealing with the difficulties associated with divorce. My children and I did not survive that experience by happenstance. We survived because, and we became financially solvent, mind you, because I was willing to work hard, make prudent decisions, and endure real belt-tightening while working to maintain a loving support network for my children. In my mind, I can bring all of those skills to Englewood, to its city government. Now, I'd also like to thank Bergen Grassroots and Paul for providing me with this wonderful opportunity to speak with you. I would like to thank you all as well for listening and for your commitment to local government. In my mind, together we can change Englewood. We can bring positive change to Englewood. In closing, I'd like to say the following. I want to be mayor of Englewood because I want to bring new leadership and responsible change to it. I want to see the following things. I want to make education and job creation top priorities. I want to form a mayor's Community Advisory Council on Education and invite the community to participate more actively in the decision-making on our schools. Now, I'm well aware, I'm an educator, so I'm well aware of the fact that there's only a certain amount that can be done for the schools. That's what I've been told. I don't believe that. We have shared service agreements that we can craft. We can do things in terms of privatization